Indiana Fever HC comes clean on Caitlin Clark decision-making as she makes bold claim after Liberty win. Do you know the Indiana Fever still have a legit shot at representing the East in the Commissioner's Cup final? You're probably thinking, wait, how? Well, Indiana just has to beat Connecticut. That's step one. Then they need Atlanta to lose one of their two remaining Cup games. But if both Indiana and Atlanta finish 4-1, Atlanta advances. However, if it ends up being Indiana and New York at 4-1, the Fever will head to the finals. It's a pretty juicy spot to be in, right? It's all thanks to Caitlin Clark's three-point masterclass to help the Fever snatch a huge win against the New York Liberty. In her first game back from injury, Clark came in like a firecracker, like she couldn't wait to light up the court again. She did exactly that. Her fifth career 30-plus points game came against the undefeated Liberty as the reigning champs fell for the first time this season. Along with Caitlin, Kelsey Mitchell balled out with 22 points. Lexi Hall had a solid 14. On the other side, Sabrina Ionescu cooked for 34, and Brayna Stewart added 24. But despite their efforts, it wasn't enough. The Fever had something else going. Energy, momentum, and a number 22-shaped spark that just wouldn't quit. While everyone's talking about Caitlin's ridiculous three-point barrage and how she popped off in her return game, head coach Stephanie White made a pretty bold claim about it all. Talking about what she expected from Clark's comeback, White said in the post-game press conference, "Don't we always expect that type of game for Caitlin? 30 pints triple-double. I knew her adrenaline would be high to start. She's been itching to get back out there. When she gets hot, it's a streak. She carried us in the first half, and everyone else carried us in the second half. If there's one thing we know about Clark, it's not just that she's good at this game. She lives for it. All that time she was sidelined, she wasn't really off. She was hyping up her teammates, helping the coaches, and basically staying locked in from the bench. She was even spotted itching to get back on the court during pregame warm-ups, so much so that she was dying to touch the ball. It tells you everything. She was beyond ready to storm back into action, and when she finally got the green light, she made sure everyone felt that fire. Plus, we've seen that hunger before. After being sidelined during the first preseason game, she came out at Carver Hawkeye Arena and nailed the logo 3 from behind that iconic 22 on the court. After the game, she laughed it off, saying, "I didn't plan to shoot that logo 3, but why not launch one?" And that decision was spot on. Speaking of which, White had high praise for her athletes' decision-making. "I thought Clark's decision-making was great during clutch time. That's what she does," she said. With only 2 timeouts left, the Fever coaching staff had warned the players at halftime not to allow the Liberty to open the third quarter with a run. But New York still came out swinging and scored the first 9 points to go up 59-53 with 7:31 left in the third. That could have been a turning point. But Indiana stayed locked in. They just adjusted. They responded with a 25-3 run over the next 5 minutes, including a 19-0 stretch. During crunch time, Clark didn't go hunting for hero shots. She kept the pace, dished it out, made the smart reads, and kept the Liberty's defense on their heels. She finished with 32 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds as Indiana marched past New York in a 102-88 statement win. In the process, CC also picked up her first tech of the season. With 4:37 left in the second quarter, Clark clearly disagreed with an out-of-bounds call. She sprinted over to the baseline, arms raised, visibly upset, and had a few pointed words for the officials. Fever head coach immediately called for a challenge. But before that could even go through, the refs hit Clark with her first technical foul of the season. That's when her coaches calmly pulled her aside and guided her to the bench. She sat there, clearly frustrated, and to make things worse, the challenge didn't go Indiana's way, and Sabrina Ionescu knocked down the technical free throw. So what does that mean for Clark? Well, under WNBA rules, players can get up to 8 technicals in a season, up from 7 last year, before facing a 1-game suspension without pay. Last season, Clark picked up 6 techs, which cost her $1,800 in fines, just 1 tech away from a suspension. This year, she's already at 1, meaning a $200 fine is probably incoming. But despite the tech, Clark posted the best half of her pro career. She had 25 points before halftime, including 6 three-pointers. But this also reminds us that earlier this season, Clark said that she was aiming to pick up just 2 technicals all year, She's already halfway there. Will she stick to that plan?